and that is, it is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joven and Tonic fam, Crow fam. I am back with some more bullish content for you guys in this video. Tonic having a correction with the rest of the markets, guys. The market is having a correction because of the SEC and Gary Gensler putting a staking ban on centralized exchanges. That news shocked the markets, and now we are having a bit of a retrace, guys. But I really think this is not gonna last long. This is just theater. It is going to turn around before you know it. Centralized exchanges, or CeFi, centralized finance, is already the past old system that is gonna crumble and collapse, whereas DeFi, decentralized finance, protocols like Tonic and the Cronos ecosystem, Crow, will rule the future of finance. And we're gonna get into a video that shows us why, you know, the banking systems are, the previous banking systems are on the brink of collapse, and why projects like Tonic, Crow, VVS is the future of finance, guys. I'm telling you, DeFi is the future, and if you're investing into digital assets at this time, you will win. If this is something that you're interested in, guys, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support on my videos. Please go and check out all my previous videos and check out my Tonic playlist as well. Let's get all these videos up to 1,000, 2,000 views per video. Let's also go through a bit of you know, the CMC replies for Tonic, just so you guys could see where, you know, everyone else's head is at right now. Crypto Cowboy, Tonic, so far it looks like we are holding up better than I expected. I think we're going to turn around here and have a bounce. This was way overdone. Not saying the market can't go any lower, but for right now it seems like we're going to recover some, fingers crossed. And I completely agree. I think this is just a short-term bear trap. I still have conviction that this is a bear trap. We're gonna turn around, find a floor, and start moving back up again. From Davo once again, wallet number 4, 200 bill in the last hour. Maybe he knows something we don't. Here's hoping. 200 billion Tonic in the last hour from wallet number 4. The whales are buying, okay? Follow the money, guys. That is insane. The whales always buy at these type of ripe opportunities, whereas retail, you know, people that can't, you know, don't have a lot to invest, these are the type of prices they run away from. When this is the time you're supposed to be DCing into the project. The whales are buying. Follow the money, guys. I saw this thanks to one of the right here from Mark Bishop. Thank you for sharing this, Mark Bishop. And you see what he said right here? Become your own bank. Tonic fixes this.
Commissioner, Mr. President, I rise again, I'm afraid, to make the same old hoary speech that I've been making here for several years, and that is, it is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke. Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke?
Literally just covered Deutsche Bank, guys, and I talked about how the CEO was cutting, you know, from the workforce in Deutsche Bank. All the banks are broke. You heard that?
All the banks are broke.
All the banks are broke. Decentralized finance, Cronos, Tonic fixes this. It's only a matter of time until retail, the top institutions, the hedge funds, they come to the Cronos ecosystem and check out, obviously, they'll invest in projects like Crow, they'll invest in projects like VVS, they'll invest in projects like Tonic, the #1 TVL DeFi project on the Cronos ecosystem, according to DeFi Llama statistics, guys. All the banks are broke.
Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. It isn't some sort of tsunami. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central
Fractional reserve, where they lend out money that they don't have. Let me take it back 1 second, guys, so I could really listen and dissect.
Broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have.
It's right here, guys. I'm telling you, this has been going on for so long. The majority of people won't ever see it. They're too blind to see it. They're too blind to take notice. Everyone that is in crypto at this present moment, at these prices, this is where the millionaires and billionaires are made. This is when you change your life forever, right? These are the type of prices that you're supposed to be super happy to get into projects that you believe in. These opportunities don't present themselves often, guys. Take your opportunity. If you already have Tonic holding, know what you own, guys.
It's a criminal scandal, and it's been going on for too long. To add to that problem, you have moral hazard, a very significant moral hazard from the political sphere. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system. We have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, but counterfeiting by any other name. The artificial printing of
quantitative easing. When they printed all of those stimulus checks the last cycle and flooded the market with liquidity, the DXY absolutely tanked, and then the projects that, you know, in the last cycle absolutely went crazy. I'm not mad at quantitative easing because guess what? I'm in DeFi. I don't mind if the central banks and the Fed pump my bags, right? I really don't mind, because when the change happens from the previous system to the new system, we will be covered, right? We will be recession proof, guys.
Of money, which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and money, which have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, but counterfeiting by any other name. The artificial printing of money, which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and central banks do it all the time. Central banks repress the amount of interest that rates are, so we don't have the real cost of money. And yet we blame the real retail banks for manipulating LIBOR. The sheer effrontery of this is quite astonishing. It's central banks. It's central banks.
Of course they blame the retail banks, just like how they crack down on us, the retail investors that are trying to make a change for ourselves, trying to get out of the rat race, trying to escape and have financial freedom, right? Of course they crack down on the retail banks, just like they crack down on us as the retail investors. This whole staking situation with the centralized exchanges. Now, obviously, DeFi is the way to go. This will be great for projects like Crow and Tonic, right? But, you know, there's a lot of people that aren't that tech savvy that, you know, don't fully understand DeFi as yet. And even for, you know, the SEC to step in, all of a sudden, they want to step in and crack down on staking on centralized exchanges. All of this is just to keep us poor, guys. It's to keep us from attaining the type of wealth that they have attained, and you know, we won't let them. We're gonna do our best to stand up and push back. We're gonna do it with the Kronos ecosystem. We're gonna do it with projects like Tonic
that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. And plus, it's central banks that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. And plus, underneath all this, we talk loosely, in a rather cavalier fashion, do we not, about deposit guarantees. So when banks go broke through their own incompetence and chicanery, the taxpayer picks up the tab. It's theft from the taxpayer. And until we start sending...
Man, it's absolutely crazy that's what's happening in the world, guys. And this was a video that happened a long time ago. Imagine the state the economy and the financial system is in. I showed you guys a video in one of my previous videos, a U.S. national debt clock. It's at 31 trillion, on its way to 32 trillion dollars, guys. The previous banking systems are on the previous banking systems are on the brink of collapse. DeFi, digital assets, Tonic are the future. They will help you to become recession proof, guys.
Taxpayer. And until we start sending bankers, and I include central bankers and politicians, to prison for this outrage, it will continue.
I'm just doing my best to bring you guys as much valuable information that I can. For the people that tune in, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the support. We could see it happening one step at a time. There's things that are changing. You could see it in your day-to-day lives with inflation, how high prices are, how difficult it is compared to how it was 10 years ago to even own a house, to even own a place where you could live, guys. Digital assets are the future. This is the way to attain financial freedom. And like the crypto.com slogan was, for people to attain financial freedom and take ownership of their money, right? This is what's going to play out, and we will see huge market shares come to the Cronos ecosystem. Tonic, VVS, you name it, guys. It's only a matter of time until we start to flip bullish once again, and then we see a rise in the markets, and it's just good news left and right. You know, this was just a beer trap, guys. Tonic is the future of finance. Tonic is the bank. Tonic fixes this that we just saw. Central banking system. The government collusion in the banking system. Tonic fixes this. Fam, the Cronos ecosystem fixes this. Tonic fam, fam, thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Really appreciate all the support I get on these videos. Like, share, you know, spread it around with the rest of the Tonic community. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.